On March 4th, 2020, Governor Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. On September 16, 2021, Governor Newsom signed Assembly Bill 361, which was effective immediately and amends Government Code Section 54953 to allow a local legislative body to hold public meetings via teleconferencing and to make public meetings accessible telephonically or otherwise electronically to all members of the public seeking to observe and to address the local legislative body. Pursuant to AB 361, please be advised that members of the Senior Citizen Commission may participate in meetings telephonically. The public may view the meeting and participate in public remotely.
Good evening and welcome to the February 9th, 2022 Senior Citizens Commission meeting. The meeting will now come to order at 6:06 p.m. Shall we pray? Lord, thank you for allowing everyone present to meet again to discuss every matter with open minds and enable us to unite our differences and uphold the rights of others. May our decisions bring truthfulness and blessings for the future and betterment of this community. Amen. We'll now stand for the pledge. Madam Secretary, can you please conduct roll call of the Senior Citizens Commissioners?
Chairperson Jacob Poliquin Hernandez.
Present.
Vice Chairperson Tiffany Quintero Maldonado.
Present.
Commissioner Ana Maria Sanchez.
Present.
Thank you.
Madam Secretary, was the agenda posted in accordance to state law?
Yes, the agenda was posted in accordance with state law.
Madam Secretary, did any members of the public submit a comment or wish to speak on any particular agenda item?
We have no public comments at the moment.
Okay, we'll now move forward to consent calendar. The first item on the calendar is the approval of last meeting's Senior Citizens Special Meeting minutes. Can I please receive a motion to approve the minutes?
I would like to motion to approve the minutes for the January 12, 2022 special meeting minutes or special meeting.
All right, thank you, Vice Chair. Can I get a second?
Sí, yo la segundo.
We have our second from Commissioner Sanchez. We'll now move forward to discussion items. Discussion item 2 is our department update. Diana, can you please provide us with an update?
Thank you, Chair. Absolutely. We'll get started with some new information regarding a recreation class. We do have the new HIT in the park, which is HIT stands for High Intensity Interval Training. This new recreation program will begin in February, and it will be held on Saturday mornings at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. Classes will take place from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it's a $15 fee per person. In order to maintain a 6-foot distance to ensure that we are keeping all of our residents safe, each session is only going to allow 16 participants per group. The classes have begun, and the first session actually had 15 participants, which was great. But if anybody else is interested, please contact the recreation department and we're happy to register you for the upcoming classes as well. The BG Hip Hop Dance Fusion, the BG Hip Hop Dance Team, the Fusion Dance Team, Folklorico and the ICANN Dance have all returned to class. Ballet Folklorico did take a pause these past few months due to the health of the beloved teacher. However, we do have a former Bell Gardens recreation employee and lifelong Bell Gardens resident who has agreed and accepted to take the challenge of taking on this program and working alongside the teacher to continue the program. But BG Folklorico will begin registration. You can contact Bell Gardens Veterans Park for additional questions or for registration. And Folklorico will be hosted at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. It was previously hosted over at Ford Park, but will transition over to Veterans Park. We also have our Creative Kids Time program, which is a designated preschool program that can help children develop social skills by participating in group activities and interacting with other children of their age. Children enjoy music, crafts, outdoor play, and learn their colors, shapes, and numbers. It's a very fun and great program for our young children in the community. Registration is offered in person at either Ford Park or Veterans Park. Registration is currently open for the spring session, which begins on March 14th. So any student who's looking, or any parent of a young child who's 3 years old can go ahead and register now. Those children that are 3 years old will meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays of each week, while the children that are 4 years old will meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And these classes, once again, are over at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. We also do have our after-school recreation and learning center. So these both are active in the Neighborhood Youth Center as well as Bell Gardens Veterans Park Game Room. They offer recreation play from 2 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Activities include outdoor games, tournaments, art, cooking, science, movie nights, sports. A lot of fun, very educational as well. We do encourage any kids to join us at the Neighborhood Youth Center at the Game Room and Veterans Park if they want to participate in these activities. There also is free after-school homework help for any students ages K through 8th grade. Tutoring is completely free. It's free Wi-Fi access, and once again, physical activities and a lot of fun activities as well that are included. Our free supper program also continues, which is a supper grab and go meals that are offered at 3 different sites, which would be John Anson Ford Park, Veterans Park, and the Neighborhood Youth Center every Monday through Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. We're happy to say that to date we have provided over 533,700 meals to our community and to our children. So we're very proud to say that, and we continue this program and continue to ensure that there's food security for all of our youth in our community as well. We also have an update to our youth sports programs due to COVID-19 protocols. So on January 18th, our director did meet with LA County to discuss what the protocol should be for any youth sports programming. It was determined that due to the Omicron variant being so highly contagious, the LA County Parks and Recreation decided to postpone all indoor sports programming. And as of January 19th, the Bell Gardens Recreation Department also followed that decision and postponed all indoor sports. That included our youth basketball league, which has been postponed until fall of 2022. The good news is that we are actively taking registration. We have our youth baseball program that is taking registration currently up until March 4th. And we are also taking registration for small fry soccer, which is actively open as of this Monday and will continue on until March 11th. Once again, registration can happen at Bell Gardens Veterans Park or John Anson Ford Park. You can contact them and they'll be able to assist you. Our utility assistance program that was being held over at the Community Family Service Center has terminated due to this assistance being provided through the California COVID-19 Rent Assistance Program. Many people assume right by the name of the program that it's only rent that's being offered. However, utility assistance is offered for any essential utility, which includes water, electricity, gas, Even internet's being considered a essential utility, considering that some of our students are attending school virtually. LACDA, who funded or through the CDBG funded program, decided that it was best for us to stop with the program to ensure that there was no duplication of benefits. And I'm happy to say that all pending applications that we had for this program have been transitioned and were transitioned immediately to the state program by our staff over at the Family Service Center. We also will be initiating our partnership with Job Corps on Monday, February 28th, which is on this month. So Job Corps is the largest free residential career training program in the country that helps eligible young adults that are 16 to 24 years old with their education and their career. The program is funded by the U.S. Department of Labor, which provides career technical skills training in industry sectors such as finance and business, healthcare, information technology, automotive and mechanic repair. So these are really great resources that are coming to our Family Service Center. Job Corps will be on site at the Family Service Center, which is located at Bell Gardens Veterans Park, every fourth Monday of each month from 2 to 6 p.m. And they will be available to any parent who is interested in receiving information for their child, anybody who qualifies who would like to get more information or see if they are eligible for the program can visit the Family Service Center every fourth Monday. This month, it would be February 28th from 2 to 6 p.m. We also continue our partnership with People Care Pharmacy, who continues to offer the COVID-19 vaccination clinics. Mondays, we are offering the Pfizer for anyone who is 12 years old and above from 1:30 to 4. The Pfizer pediatric is being offered on Wednesdays from 2 to 4, and the Moderna booster is being offered for anyone who is 18 and over on Thursdays from 12:30 to 2:30. We currently have partnered with Mexican American Opportunity Foundation, who is providing $50 gift cards to anyone who is eligible to receive their first or second vaccine. So anybody who is of age who is qualifies to receive a vaccine and attends the Veterans Park Vaccination Clinics will receive a $50 gift card if they are receiving their first or their second dose. No appointment is necessary, by the way. You can schedule an appointment via My Turn, but we are also accepting walk-ins. We also are continuing our testing, our COVID-19 testing clinic with our partnership with Sarah Biolab that is providing free COVID testing Monday through Friday from 11 to 5. We did see an increase in folks that were looking to be tested in the last month. However, that which did cause a bit of a delay on some of the results that were being sent over to residents that were being tested, but we are back on track, we're back on schedule, and residents can expect to receive their results within 48 hours. A total of, I would say, over 7,000 people have been tested at our site since we first began. And lastly, our Family Service Center, we are providing consumer action services to any resident that's in need with any sort of application. This can include anything such as application for rent relief, utility assistance, CalFresh, Section 8, unemployment, Medi-Cal, disability, Social Security, any sort of application that they might need assistance with. We are providing that direct service to any resident over at the Family Service Center at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. In the month of January of this year, we completed a total of 462 consumer action services. So any resident who is in need or who, it could be any need that you might have, you're always welcome to the center over at Veterans Park, and we're happy to assist with any need that you have. That would be all, and I'm happy to answer any questions if any of our commissioners have it.
Alrighty. Thank you, Diana. If there are no comments or questions from any of the other commissioners, we'll now move forward to discussion item number 3, which is the senior update. Diana, can you please provide us with an update?
Absolutely. So the Bell Garden Senior Center currently welcomes all adults ages 55 and over to join us at the Senior Center to enjoy a variety of activities, which include billiards, to join us at our fitness room, to watch any movies. We have Loteria currently. We have our monthly birthday socials. We are beginning karaoke, which I'm very happy to see that, which will be actually led by a volunteer, a senior volunteer who attended one of the volunteer meetings that we have at the Senior Center. And a variety of different special programs. The center is currently open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We do hope to extend these hours if COVID permits. Additional in-person programming and partnerships with health agencies will resume within the next few weeks should COVID cases continue to decline in LA County. I would like to also mention, I did have this conversation with our chairperson that sometimes there is a misconception that it's only seniors that live at the senior apartments on site that can join us at the Senior Center. So I would like to ensure any seniors or even invite our commissioners to take a tour of the Senior Center, go and meet our staff. We are continuing all of our safety protocol. We're continuing to disinfect continuously. We are limiting the amount of folks that can register for our programs currently. This is just to ensure safety. We are continuing to ask our seniors to register and provide proof of COVID vaccination as well to ensure their safety at the moment. We do plan on having some more in-person programs, health and wellness based, some fitness courses as well to accommodate all of our seniors in the center. But again, this is as COVID permits.
All righty. If there is no comments or questions from any of the commissioners, we'll now move forward to discussion item number 4, which is Community Service Volunteer Program. This was added to the agenda by myself, so I will proceed. This is something that I've been in the works with, working on with the high school and the city, our Painting with the Senior program. After touring the Senior Center with Diana, I have a better understanding now of what we can do and accommodate, and I'm excited about the possibilities. This volunteer program is set up mainly for high school students to be able to volunteer to paint with a senior citizen and in return receive community service credit that they could then use on a application, job application, college application. I just feel it's something that looks good for them. So if we can please, I know that the city has responded previously, but if we can make it a point to set up a meeting with Principal Miranda and the assistant principal and the activities director, Ms. Underwood, that would be great. This is something that I'm really passionate about. This is kind of like a little thing that like I want to be able to be a set thing that people will associate this commission with the program. And as I've come to understand, the city is very big on intergenerational activities. And I think this is something that we definitely can make happen, should make happen, and hopefully is up and running by the 2022-2023 school year so that we can get this going.
Thank you for that, Chair. I have taken your comments, or I have written down your comments as notes. I really appreciate that idea. I think these intergenerational programs are very important for both our youth and our senior communities, right? We can definitely work on that communication with the principal, the vice principal, And we can even connect with maybe an art teacher. They can help us connect with an art teacher that would be able to help us leverage this as well. We do currently have a volunteer program. Our senior services coordinator, Erica, has done a wonderful job reaching out to the different schools and different organizations and agencies that have participated in some of our past events. I do know we have a list of probably around 50 to 60 students that have done some community service at some of our senior events. And we really appreciate that, but we do definitely want to ensure that we continue that. When we do have a student that does any community service with us, we do sign their paperwork on their behalf once they complete their hours, but we also ensure that we keep that information because we want to ensure that we are able to acknowledge all of the students, all of the hard work and the commitment that they put into the volunteers service. And this isn't only for our youth, this is for any seniors that have also volunteered with us, any organizations. And we do plan to acknowledge them with an event and a celebration as well. So absolutely, we'll make sure to initiate that conversation with the high school principal. Thank you.
Awesome. Hopefully some of those volunteers that already do join will want to volunteer and join this program too, so we could keep the momentum going. Alrighty, if there are no questions or comments about that discussion item, we'll go ahead and move to discussion item number 5, which is scholarship program. This was added again by myself, and I will proceed. I'm going to propose that the commission come up with a scholarship fund of some sort. We could potentially call it senior scholars. And I know a lot of senior citizens are able and willing and working, but a lot of people have been displaced because of COVID. And it has also allowed people to kind of reinvent themselves or potentially learn a skill or trade that they didn't potentially know before. I see programs like this being something that is kind of like a return investment. If the city, provides scholarship funding for people to be able to advance or complete education, then I truly see it as something that has the benefits of coming back and then trickling down back into the community. So if we can go ahead and maybe get something like that going, that would be really great. I'm sure there's a lot of eager and willing people that would love the opportunity to be able to maybe even just complete their education, and maybe the city can help out with that.
Thank you, Chair. We will do some research. We'll definitely make sure that we are doing some research on that, and we can definitely discuss that further. I would like to note that we recently signed an MOU with Rio Hondo Community College. So they will actually be coming on site over at our senior center or any city facility that we see fit, right? Depending on the amount of participants that we have. And they actually will be offering some free courses as well. Any senior who's interested in these courses will have to register as a student for Rio Hondo, but we do have our Community Family Service Center, our staff over at the Senior Center that will be assisting with the actual registration process. Everything will be completely free, but some of the courses that we expect to be offered would be our ESL, our English as a second language, some computer literacy classes, some citizenship classes, health and wellness, different physical activity classes and art classes. So we're very excited to have partnered with Rio Hondo to offer these services. But definitely, we can definitely look into the senior scholar and do some research. Oops, I believe Commissioner.
I believe we lost our vice chair. Are we going to work on? I don't
Yes,
see her. And we have a question from Miriam. I see that you are responding. Okay.
we can give Vice Chair Quintero a few minutes to see if she can log back on to ensure that we do have a quorum. Commission Secretary, just for the record, Vice Chair Quintero did leave the meeting at 6:29 p.m. We will wait a few minutes and see if she can log back on.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Buenas tardes. Nuestra comisionada está experimentando unas dificultades con su computadora en este momento. Vamos a darles unos minutos para ver si puede regresar a la junta. Gracias.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Tiffany. We
Can
could
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes,
Okay,
we can
so
hear you.
I'm currently on my way to my friend's house to use their internet because my internet is not working.
Okay, are you able to go on camera? Because we also do need all commissioners to be on camera in order for us to resume with the meeting.
Okay, is it okay if I'm in the car?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay,
You
okay,
can,
let me.
we can resume the meeting with you the way that you are right now. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I
We're
apologize.
glad to just get you back.
And just to note, so I'm sorry, Vice Chair Quintero did resume the meeting at 6:38 p.m.
We were on discussion item number 5, which was the scholarship program. I actually did just have a question, Diana. When is the Rio Hondo Community College going to be coming in person to the senior center? Senior center, you said? Do you have
Yes,
an approximate date?
we are hoping to begin this sometime next month in March. We don't have an exact date yet. We are still working on some final details on that, but we do hope to begin in March. So we will make sure to inform all of our, apologies, let me turn on my camera. We will ensure to notify all of our commissioners and to ensure that we do all promotion as well to notify all of our residents of this. And the classes would take place, it can take place in any city facility. It would depend how many people we have interested. We do have plenty of space over at our senior center, but we could also use our locations over at Veterans Park. So any city facility, we'll make sure that we also specify that once we do have all the details set.
Thank you. If there are no comments or questions on this particular discussion item, we'll now go ahead and move forward to discussion item number 6, which is social media. This was placed on the agenda by myself. I will continue. So I know that social media is another form of communication used to try to advertise and to try to basically spread word and information. So basically, I want to make sure that our social media for the seniors are maintained and up to date. I know I met with you and Erica last week, and you were explaining to me about the new program and that she's going to be working a lot with that. So, but I just want to make sure that it's maintained and that it's current. As of right now, the last picture on the seniors BG is from 2019. So if we can try to make it a little bit more, how can I put this? I'm going to encourage that we also allow the community, maybe seniors that attend these events, because there are a lot of things that the city does provide for the seniors, allow them to be able to submit photos, to be posted on the page, because we're doing all these things, but yet we don't have like a direct reflection. Like it's great, but unless you're not there attending in person, the community doesn't really see what we really are doing for the citizens. So I wanted to really be a point, and you know, with the algorithms and everything, and really promoting our seniors and our social media pages for them. And I also encourage the other commissioners, if you attend an event or if you go somewhere, take a picture, post it, and share with the community all the great things that the city does and continues to provide. So that's that.
Thank you for that. Yes, we previously did have multiple social media pages for some of the different activities that were being offered through the Recreation and Community Services Department. We did have a youth sports page, we had our senior page, we had our golf page. We did decide to transition over to mainly posting on our Bell Gardens Recreation page. And the reason for that is because we found that it was very important for us to develop some sort of policy with COVID. coming a couple years ago, unfortunately that policy or that those means we were taking to develop that policy did take a pause. However, we are in process of developing our social media platforms. We are in a transitionary period. Our director, Roseanne Adonto, will resume her retirement as of next week. We do have a new director by the name of Elizabeth Nava, who did come on board just this week. So she will be working closely with our city staff to develop this policy. That way we can implement some sort of idea or or grow our platforms, I should say. So that is currently being developed.
If there are no comments or questions from any of the commissioners, we'll now move forward to discussion item number 7, which is utility box art beautification. This was added to the agenda by myself, and I will continue. I know for quite some time now that the city has been talking about beautification projects throughout the city, painting murals or painting some kind of whimsical displays on the utility boxes or power boxes throughout the city. I think I've been hearing it now for a couple of years. I haven't actually seen it happen yet. So I want to really push for us to start with outside the senior center, and hopefully it can have a trickle-down effect. I know currently if you drive in and around the SELA cities, such as our sister city Bell or Southgate, it's beautiful, these things. You could get the kids from the elementary school, you could get the seniors from the center, you could have people, local artists come and want to showcase their art. And what I like about it is that when there is this beautification in such dedication to wanting to maintain a certain look to the city, I find that people are less likely to graffiti or tag on something that is more meaningful or something that has been dedicated in honor than versus like something just left open for like free space to just go and scribble on. So I really, really want us to outsource for a local artist. It would be great if it was somebody from here in Bell Gardens. It would be great if they were a senior citizen. And I think it's an opportunity for I think the potential is, the possibilities are endless. I would love to see different displays throughout the city to showcase the talent that is here in Bell Gardens. And so, yeah.
Thank you for that. As you mentioned, this has been a topic that has been discussed even in our other commissions, right? Our Education Commission, I believe our Recreation, Culture, and Youth Commission has also brought this conversation up. To give some insight on that, we are currently researching on how to fund this program. So we did find that in order for us to do this beautification art projects to a utility box, the cost approximately is about $3,000. That is if we outsource a artist that will develop the art piece that will be added to these utility boxes. The process for a utility box beautification did begin with the Girl Scouts. So they were planning on beautifying one of the boxes over by Cesar Chavez Elementary. There was a local artist who did develop the artwork, and we were planning on wrapping the box in order for it to beautify it with some art. Unfortunately, that utility box was damaged. So we're looking to move or place this art at a different utility box, right? But throughout that process, we did find that it takes approximately $3,000 to fund these boxes. So we are currently working on figuring out how we can fund this program. And also instating some policies on art as well, right? So art is, we all know art is very subjective. So we want to ensure that we do have some policies in place to ensure that we really take into account that we maintain or that we bring beautiful art into our community, but that's also very respectful to everybody. So we are currently working on that policy as well.
Thank you, Diana. That's great to hear. We'll definitely follow up in the next coming months and make sure that this is something that doesn't get put on a back burner. This is something that we need to stop talking about and we need to actually like follow through with, I see. So thank you so much for providing that input. Okay, so we'll now move forward to public comments on non-agenda items. Madam Secretary, is there any public participation?
We did receive an email from Helen Gonzalez. However, her message is unclear. I can't transfer the content, so I did respond to her on the chat. Our department will contact Helen Gonzalez via email regarding any comments or questions she may have. We appreciate her response, and Supervisor Diana Ortiz will address any concerns she may have.
Alrighty, if there are no more comments from the public, we'll now move forward to staff comments. Diana, would you like to proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. And for our resident that did submit a public comment, I will include my information over on the chat. That way you can contact me directly. Unfortunately, we weren't able to read the email that you had sent, but I will include the information on the chat. In regards to staff comments, like I mentioned, we do have a new director. Her name is Elizabeth Nava. She does come from the Recreation Community Services Department over at Norwalk. She has tons of experience with the recreation and social services. So we're very excited to have her come on board. We'll ensure that we do schedule something. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here at today's meeting, but we will ensure that we do schedule a meet and greet with all of our commissioners. That way you can all get to meet our new director. We do also invite all of our commissioners, if you'd like to join us at the Senior Center, that way you can tour the facility and ask us about any programming that we might have, and that way you just get to meet our seniors and our staff as well. So we absolutely invite you to that. And lastly, we did provide you the information to upcoming events that we do have coming up in the city within the next month. If you have any questions about any of these events, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Diana. We'll now move forward to commissioner comments. Do we have any comments from Vice Chair or Commissioner Sanchez?
I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Chairperson Jacob, for all the work and the advocating that you're doing for the senior citizens in Bell Gardens. Thank you, Diana, for all the updates. You've done a great job, I see, in summarizing everything that that Bell Gardens City Council is doing for the community. So, and thank you so much for bearing with me with my technical difficulties. I apologize for the any discrepancies that is happening right now.
No, muchas gracias a todos por haber asistido a la reunión y de corazón gracias por todo lo que están haciendo por las personas mayores y sigamos, no nos detengamos porque lo necesitan.
Commissioner Ana shares, thank you for participating in the Senior Commission meeting. Let's continue to assist the elderly and help all seniors. I encourage everyone to participate. Thank you.
Alrighty. I actually prepared my statement this time. So I just want to go ahead and say, I'm glad we were able to finish the meeting with you, Tiffany. I'm glad we were able to get you back. Here we go. Okay, in closing, I'd like to thank the Parks and Recs Department for their continuous work for the community and our senior citizens. Thank you, Diana, for taking me on a tour of the wonderful senior center. I had no idea. It's a beautiful facility, and I encourage my fellow commissioners and the public to check it out and see what the city really does have to offer for the seniors. It's pretty amazing. I got to go during a meal prep planning time, and the possibilities are endless. I really do believe that, like, we can, you know what I loved is that I see senior karaoke, and this was something that we had proposed, and now it's actually happening. So this is our work as a commission. This is the objective proof. We're actually going to be making a difference with our community. So thank you, Diana. I would like to thank Director Danto. I did not know that she was retiring. So, you know, thank you for your years of service to the city of Bell Gardens. Very special thank you to Secretary Miriam for keeping us all organized and ready and on point. Thank you so much. I forgot to acknowledge you the last time, and I made it a point. I was going to thank you personally. I want to personally thank Erica, the Senior Center Coordinator. She's really on point with all of her work, and she truly is dedicated to the seniors. And I really do look forward to working with her. And like I said, my fellow commissioners, go and check it out. Go spend some time with Erica and get a little glimpse into her world. And it's really something. And I know that Commissioner Sanchez is also attends a lot of the functions there. So I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to be attending more functions now that I know you don't have to be a resident at the senior center to attend. You don't have to live there. And that was something that I did not know. So thank you. Thank you, Erica. You know, and I'd actually like to see Erica more present. Is there any way that she could actually start attending these meetings as well? I mean, she is a very valuable asset to the senior community. So maybe we can start working on that. I would like to personally send my condolences to Councilman Barcena's family on the passing of their father, Celso Barcena, a beloved member of the Bell Gardens community and senior community, and a talented artist who we lost. And, you know, I just want to say that I'm happy to serve as your chairperson of this commission. I'm happy to see the progress that has been made, and I'm hoping that we can continue this as to be our new normal on this commission. I do encourage everyone to please attend the senior volunteer meeting at the senior center on February 18th at 11. I know that Diana had mentioned it before, but you know, it's because of volunteer meetings like this that we are able to create new things and then have volunteers come and do it. So it's really truly is a community effort, and this is a great community and we're doing good things. Yeah, check out you guys have some pretty cool activities. I was pretty impressed, and you'll get to get one of these cool little calendars detailing everything. So check it out. And in closing, thank you everyone for tuning in, and see you next meeting. And if there are no further comments from any commissioners, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Sí, ya vamos.
I have a motion from Commissioner Sanchez. Is there a second?
I would like to second that motion.
Awesome. Thank you, Vice Chair. Thank you. The meeting is now adjourned at 6:50.